Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for those of you that are new here, my name is Katie, and this week on my channel we've been doing a lot of skincare stuff, and today is not going to be any different. I am going to be talking to you guys about how you can build the best skincare routine for you, specifically targeting you. So basically, I recently overhauled my own skincare routine over the summer. I found myself, I have dry to normal skin that can sometimes be sensitive and can also look quite dull when it starts to get really dry. And so I decided I was gonna take the time to really focus on finding the products that work best for me. I had been rotating through so many products over the years because I was constantly getting recommendations from my favorite beauty and skin gurus on YouTube and on their blogs. And after really sitting down and working out my skin type, my budget, all of that, I was able to come up with the perfect skincare routine for myself. And I have seen such a dramatic difference in the way my skin looks and feels that I thought I would help you guys come up with your best routine as well. This video is going to get really long, which is why I have decided that I'm gonna break it into two. So the first thing we're gonna go over in video one, or part one, is how to come up, like how to work out your best skincare. And then video two will be more about helping you specifically pick products. So when it comes, I have it all written down here. When it comes to picking the products for your skin, you're going to have to actually answer a series of questions first. I will have this as a downloadable sheet that you can just click the link down below in the description for and print out, or you can write it out yourself. It's totally up to you. It's just a series of 6 questions, and the first question that you need to be able to know, which is going to be very easy, is how old are you? A lot of skincare needs is going to be dictated from your age. And so question number 1, how old are you? Question number 2, what is your skin type? This is something I actually recently helped my younger sister overhaul her skincare routine. She is going to be 27 in January, and she had been complaining about her eyes and her skin, and so I went through and I helped her figure all of this out, and these are the exact questions that she answered. And when it came to her skin type, she was like, I don't know. So when it comes to skin type, there's a couple different ones that we all usually fall into. The first one is normal, and that just means you don't have any specific oily or dry skin. It's just normal skin. The next one is combination, where you have areas that are dry and areas that are oily. Usually combination skin, your T-zone is quite oily, and then your cheek areas is quite dry. Then you have oily or acne prone skin, and then you have dry skin, and then there's a caveat to all of these, which is sensitive skin. So you can have oily skin and still have sensitive skin. You can have normal skin and still have sensitive skin. So when you start to think about what your skin is, what your skin type is, you have to ask yourself, do you have really oily skin? Do you have acne prone skin? And when I say acne, I don't mean do you get hormonal breakouts like right around your period. I mean, do you have actual acne on a regular basis? Is it causing scarring, you know, stuff like that? And then also, when it comes to your dry skin, is it dry and itchy? Because if it is, that means that it's like really, really dry, and it can also mean that it's sensitive as well. So really take the time to think about what your skin is. Take the time, look in a mirror, look and see what's going on with your skin, touch it. Don't be afraid to rub your hands on it. This is the only time I would ever recommend really rubbing your hands all over your face. And that's so that you can figure out what your skin type is. Then the next question is, what is your budget? So your budget is going to be heavily dictated by your age as well. And that's because what you need when you're 15 is going to be dramatically different from what you need when you're 35. So be prepared to spend a little bit of money as you get older, you're going to be spending a bit more on skincare, but that doesn't mean that you have to be spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars every month. The next question, number 4, is what is your biggest skincare concerns? I want you to get a piece of paper, look in the mirror and say, is it sunspots? Do you have a lot of sun damage? Is it wrinkles? Is it acne? Is it enlarged pores? You know, what is it about your skin that causes the biggest concern for you? The next question, number 5, is how much time are you reasonably willing to commit? I don't want somebody to say, I'm willing to commit 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes at night to my skincare routine, and then go out and buy all of the product for it. And then when you actually get down to doing your skincare routine, you're only willing to do 5 minutes. So really take the time to think about how much time are you actually willing to dedicate to your skincare routine, because that's also going to dictate what products you buy. Some products you need to put on and allow them time to set before you layer anything over them. But also, just in general, how much time are you willing to commit to your morning and nighttime routine? And the final question is going to be, do you have a natural versus man-made preference? Most of us prefer having natural ingredients, but there are some products out there that are man-made that are amazing for your skin. I think that you have to ask yourself, what are you willing to be putting on your face? Obviously, we don't like parabens or sulfates or anything like that, and nothing I would recommend would have that. But you have to ask yourself, are you going to be completely natural, like 100% natural? Or are you going to allow some man-made ingredients in there as well? Okay, so now that we have those questions answered, I just quickly am going to break down the age groups and the type of products you're going to be using in those age groups. And the first one is 12 to 20 years old. Most people would say 12 to 18, but I'm putting it to 20 just because I feel like at 20 years old, that's when I kind of started paying a bit more attention to my skin. And so between the ages of 12 and 20 years old, you need to cleanse, tone, moisturize, and sunscreen your face every day. At night, you would cleanse, tone, and moisturize. You don't need an eye cream. It's not necessary. The moisturizer that you're using, just dab under your eye and that will be sufficient. With that, you can actually buy a kit at your local drugstore. You can buy one from e.l.f. You can buy one, if you have a bit more money to spend, you can buy one from First Aid Beauty. They sell great little kits for about $50, but you don't have to spend a lot on product. Once you hit 21, you're gonna wanna start to add a bit more into your skincare. So I would say between the ages of 21 and 27, you wanna cleanse, tone, apply your eye cream and any serums that you're using, and then moisturize and SPF. I would recommend doing a mask once a week. I really like doing a charcoal mask because it's detoxifying and helps unclog your pores, which your pores don't actually get bigger or smaller, they just get unclogged, and so they appear smaller to the eye when they're not filled with crap, basically. Then between the age of 28 and 35, you would cleanse, tone. You would actually have 2 different toners though, and I would recommend 2 different cleansers, an AM cleanser and a PM cleanser, an AM toner and a PM toner, 2 different eye creams, an AM eye cream, a PM eye cream, 2 different serums, AM serum, PM serum, and then your AM moisturizer, PM moisturizer, and then an SPF. I would also recommend a mask once per week and a facial every 6 to 10 weeks. The reason you want to do a different cleanser, different toner versus night and day is because your skin needs different things. So during the day, for serums, you would be using like a C serum, and then at night you would be using some sort of acid. And so like the Sunday Riley Good Genes is a lactic acid that I really like using at night, and then I use my C serums in the morning. 35 to 50, that's when you're also going to be kicking up your skincare a bit. You're going to be adding in more serums, and you're also going to be doing a facial preferably every 4 weeks. When it comes to getting facials, you really want to make sure you're going to someone who knows what the hell they're doing. Don't just go to just some random place that says they do facials. It doesn't actually cost that much more to go to a real spa where they have actual licensed estheticians. First of all, every esthetician you should be seeing should be licensed, but it doesn't cost that much more. And in fact, it doesn't cost any more in my area to go to the spa at the Hilton Hawaiian Village versus just a local boutique place. The reason I recommend like more of like, I don't want to say corporate chains, but the spa that I go to is part of the Hilton group. And the reason I recommend that is because they are much more careful with what they're doing. They make sure that the people that they hired are legitimate. They make sure that they have enough training, all of that, because they don't want a lawsuit. So they over prepare. And obviously that's what you want when you're looking for somebody. Also make sure you find someone that you're comfortable with, that you don't mind talking with, don't mind spending a bit of time letting them get to know your skin. Once you get over the age of 50, you're gonna start hearing the term mature skin a lot more. That's a very nice way to refer to people that are older. And with that, you're going to want to be using more serums, higher end products. I don't want to say that the more money you spend on skincare, the better the product is, because in some cases that's not true. But I will say something like a Estee Lauder face cream versus a Neutrogena face cream is going to be dramatically different. And so as you get older, you will end up spending more. Okay, so now that we've gone over the questions and the age groups and what you're going to be using during those age groups, I'm going to end this video, and in tomorrow's video, we're actually going to go through product. And when I talk about serums and eye creams, which ones I like, which ones would be good for dry skin, oily skin. Since we're here, one product that everybody across the board should be using is SPF. That is the one thing you should never 100% ever cut corners on. And that's because obviously the more sunscreen you wear throughout your life, the less impact the sun will have on your skin. So I would recommend getting the best SPF you can find. I really like the La Roche-Posay Anthelio 60. That is something you can get at Target for, I think it was about $15 for a nice big bottle of it. I really like the Drunk Elephant Umbra Physical Defense sunscreen. That's a lot more expensive. You can get that from Sephora. And I also like the Clinique Pep Start. The reason I like the Clinique Pep Start is you can layer it really well under makeup. They also have a spritzer bottle that I really enjoy as well, because I'm able to get my shoulders, my arms, my chest, and anywhere on my back that might be exposed to the sun throughout the day. Having your sunscreen sorted first and foremost, I think, is most important. And you really want to get in the habit of applying it every day and taking it off every single night without fail. So having said that, this video I think is getting quite long, so we're just going to end this video, and then tomorrow's video we're going to start talking about actual product and what you can do to build your best skincare routine, and kind of just dive a bit deeper into the skincare aspects. But make sure when you come back to tomorrow's video, you have all of your questions already answered, and we will jump into it from there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.